We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today. We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
Today's game brought to you by Eagle Auto Parts, located on Main Street. For more information, visit eagleauto.com.
You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today. We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
We want to welcome everybody in listening this week to Black Cat basketball. We're playing our last home game tonight in Mexia, Texas. It's going to be senior night. We're finishing up here with the freshman team as they're leading 28-15. More than anything, we want to come on a little early tonight and just apologize for not being on the last couple of Friday nights. We've had some technical upgrades, and Freddie wasn't able to make the trip down to where we were playing at. Some of our games have been quite a bit of ways. Hopefully working on getting these upgrades, you're not going to have to miss any more games. And we will be doing all the Black Cat playoff basketball games live. But we're finishing up right here. We got Mexia with the ball up by 13 with 3 minutes left, and just put up another three and was a little long on that one. And Rusk is getting the ball, and there's a couple down by themselves, and they make a layup. Mexia's going to call a timeout. But we're at Black Cat Gym tonight. As you know, after most sporting events, the last home game, you recognize your seniors. And tonight is senior nights at Black Cat Gym in Mexia, Texas. It's going to be the Rusk Eagles have flown in here to play the Black Cats. And I know it's rainy outside and it's gotten cold, so I hope all you out there are getting to listen to us on air tonight. And we're going to have a game. There'll be a warm-up game Friday in Mexia from what I understand. But baseball's also playing here, so might be a conflict on that one depending on game times. But if it's raining, we will be carrying the game. And then Monday or Tuesday, Mexia will be traveling to it looks like maybe east or southeast, and meet midway against one of the teams from east. So we don't know yet exactly what team, because tonight's games can change some implications in other districts. But we do know Mexia's locked up district champions in our district here in this year in 2020. So Mexia's back on with the ball, and little layup goes up, and Gage King's going to be fouled. No, they called a travel. So Russ got the ball back on a travel instead of a foul. They're going to pass it around the outside here. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, and this game will be over with Russ down by 11 to the Black Cats. Russ makes a little two-pointer on the bottom of the block as Mexia gets it and is bringing back down. This game's fixing to be under 2 minutes. Mexia with a 9-point lead. And pretty much just salting this one away. They were up by about, I'd say 18 earlier before we were able to come on live. The JV played first, and they were able to put it away pretty quick, pretty early. They were up 18-2 in the second quarter at halftime, I believe. So Mexia shoots one right here off the block, and Russ throws it down, and the kid goes up for a layup. He misses it, but Russ gets the rebound and puts it in and makes it 28-21 as Mexia gets the ball back. Modi goes up for a two-point shot. He's going to be fouled, so we're going to have two shots here as the look to go to the line and increase on their lead here of 7 right now. And he misses his first one. We got a minute 27 left. Mexia will be shooting another free throw. There we go. He makes that one. That puts Mexia up 30-21. Or, no, that makes it 29-21. That makes an 8-point lead here instead of 7. As Russ passes it around to one another, top of the three-point line. Finally go down low, and we're going to have a foul on Mexia here. So in the past minute or so, we've had a lot of clock stoppage. So now Rusk is going to go to the line and try to shoot 2 free throws and see what goes on. And he makes his first one, makes it 29-22 with 1:11 left. Makes his second one. That puts Mexia up by 6 with 1 minute left. And Mejia's still trying to play pretty fast. Coach is like, calm down, guys. We got the lead. We just want to melt this clock away. So now, and they steal it on the sideline, and he steps out of bounds. So Mexia will be inbounding here with 49.91 seconds left. And it's back to Modi. And they're just going to kind of run timeout. They're going to have Mexia stepping on the line. So it looked like he called White being out of bounds, which would be Mexia, but he actually called ball out of bounds off Black. Mexia shoots it, and it's long again on a 3. Rusk is coming down by 6 with 25 seconds left. Another block shot, and he misses. And we got to travel. No, we're going to call a foul on Rusk here. Well, neither one's in the bonus, so it's just a regular foul. That's going to be 5 on 14. So we got a little stoppage in play here as we're trying to figure out how many fouls each person has. We got 19.67 seconds left. And we'll be getting ready to start the varsity game. So they get the foul situation clarified. And Mexia is going to inbounds. And it's to and they're going to call back court because he was in the air. He never got himself established.
What do we got, 12 seconds left?
Yeah, about 12.6. And it's gotten real sloppy the last couple of minutes. Rusk is just going to shoot here, and that'll pretty much run it out. And we're going to have an and one with 2.6 seconds left, so we got to keep the hopes high here. The Eagles are trying to fight their way back into this one. And the Eagles are going to take a timeout. If he is able to make this shot, still have a chance at a three-point play.
Three-point play.
But, however, that's very unlikely in freshman ball with 2.6 seconds left. Rusk was able to take a timeout here. The crowd's not very big tonight, Freddie.
No, it's not. I think we'll have a bigger one. When we find out who we playing?
From what I understand, Grandview's who we play as a warm-up on Friday, and Jasper is who they kind of are looking at maybe playing, but it still depends on who wins and loses tonight in their district.
Well, they say Fairfield boys might still have a chance. They got to beat Palestine.
See, when we were in Fairfield not too long ago, Fairfield still only had one loss, and that was to Mexia.
Yeah.
So I guess four teams go. I don't know why to me, they would have been in the mix already.
Well, if it
missed the free throw, and that's going to be, golly. That's what you call a linebacker takedown.
If it end up that way, possibility we'd be playing Fairfield again.
And that would be about the third round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if Mexia would have beaten Bullard, it wasn't Bullard. It was who did we get beaten in football by? It was Sunnyvale, and Salado would have beaten the team that they were playing. Mexia would have played Salado in the third round.
Yeah. That'd have been another good game.
Welcome you guys out to senior night here at Mexia High School.
Well, we have senior night starting here, and we'll bring you the celebration right here. The seniors. The first senior is going to be Jaden Proctor. He's come out with Jeff and Regina. And that'd be Jeff Proctor's daddy, and Regina Beacom is his mother. And we have one more senior. No, I'll tell you, we have 4 seniors. That's going to be Evan Harrison.
His favorite Mexia basketball memory is winning district. Senior Evan Harrison.
Kelly Harrison and James Harrison. Or is that John?
James.
That's James. That's what I thought.
Next player tonight is Jalen Busby, being escorted by Tiffany Beecham and LeVar Busby.
Next was Jalen Busby, and he's got Tiffany Beecham and LeVar Busby. That's who's walking him out.
Moments with his boys and winning district. Senior Jalen Busby.
As we're going to miss these senior boys.
Oh, yeah.
We've been watching them since they were little.
Being escorted by Coach Barnett. After high school is heading to
Dawson Scott's the last senior, and Coach Barnett's got him.
his favorite Mexia basketball memory is getting his first and 1. Senior Dawson Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, give all of our 2000.
And that's our 4 seniors that will be losing this year. I've been watching these boys since 3- and 4-year-old basketball and t-ball, football, and got tears in my eyes watching. Be the last time they step out on a court here at home.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough next year, Freddie. We losing ours.
Yeah, we'll be losing ours. You're right.
Well, who we going to have running radio next year when you and I are out there together on the –
We got to find somebody.
somebody going to have to be on standby.
We'll do a quick break right quick, and we'll be.
We'll do the sponsor break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
To Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
Today's game brought to you by Eagle Auto Parts, located on Main Street. For more information, visit eagleauto.com. Today's game brought to you by...
come to Black Cat Gym here on Tuesday night. The Black Cats are district champs. They got one more game left in district, and that will be against the Rusk Eagles, as the Rusk Eagles have flown in here from Rusk to play Mexia here at Black Cat Gym. We're all fisting to get ready and stand up for the national anthem, and we want y'all to tune in with us here. And then we'll have you the starting lineups. We'll have the tip, and basketball will be underway tonight.
For tonight's matchup between the Rusk Eagles and your Mexia BlackCats. At this time, will you please rise, and we ask you to remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And there it is, the national anthem. We'll get the starters out here for Rusk first.
Let's see tonight's starting lineups for the visitors. Starting at guard, senior number 1, Chris McDuff.
Chris McDuff is going to be their
Guard, senior
first
number 4,
starter.
Jaquan Sims. Guard, junior number 10, Oliver Stearns.
Jaquan Sims,
Forward,
Oliver
freshman
Stearns.
number 12, Elijah Ward.
Elijah
And
Ward,
forward, sophomore number 11, J.D. Thompson. Assistant coaches for the Eagles, Clancy Parker.
J.D. Thompson's a fifth starter
Coaches
for the Rusk Eagles. And now we'll get our hometown Black Cat starters.
2020 district champion, Mexia BlackCats. Starting at forward is 6'3" senior, number 25, Dawson Scott.
Dawson Scott,
Forward, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Evan Harrison. Guard, 6'2" sophomore, number 1,
Prince Banks,
Guard, 5'9" senior, number 24, Jaden Proctor. And guard, a 5'10" senior, number 23, Jalen Busby. Assistant coaches the Blackcats, Tony Zuniga and Eric Davis. Head coach is Tristan Barnett.
that'll be the last time we see these seniors on Black Cat court. And there'll be 4 starting tonight as they get to start in their last game here at Mexia High School.
So we'll have the 4 seniors and Prince Banks coming out to take the floor. So it'll be Dawson Scott in the middle, ready to set the jump ball. Ball's up. The ball ricochets off of Jalen Busby and out of bounds. So Rusk will take over on the opening possession. They'll inbound the ball. Number 1 brings it up the court. Swung to 4 as he dribbles up the left side of the court. That's Jaquan Sims. He swings it across court. Number 1, Chris McDuff, and he has it ripped away by Prince Banks. And now the ball's gathered in by Harrison over to Busby, who pulls the three, and he misses. Dawson Scott with the rebound. He swings it back over to Busby, who kicks it up top to Proctor, who sets up the offense. Swung over to Prince Banks. He drives down across the baseline, and he goes up. He's fouled, and he puts the layup in off the window for 2. He'll get a chance to go to the free throw line for the free throw.
As that was a quick move from Prince from the right wing. He faked his shot, drove straight in for the and one here.
He'll put up the free throw, and nothing but net as he converts on the three-point play. You know, looking out, it looks like Mexia actually may have the size advantage on this Rusk team. And it's going to be brought up. Oh, an errant pass by Rusk, and it's out of bounds, so Mexia will take over. Busby inbounds to Proctor as Proctor brings it up the court. He surveys, swings it to his left to Banks. Banks through the middle, dips it off to Scott, who puts it up. He misses the shot. Harrison goes up and he grabs the rebound, and he and number 4, Sims from Rusk, are tied up, so the alternate possession will give it to Mexia as they'll take it out of bounds under their own goal. They split, looks at inbound, balls up top to Busby. Busby gets it over to Proctor. Proctor dribbles up, swings it back to Busby. Busby looks, and he pulls up a jump shot from the baseline. He misses, rebound goes to Banks, and Banks puts it up and in for 2.
That's what you call a hockey assist there.
Right.
Dawson knocked it straight to Prince as Prince went up for 2.
Right, and you know, Dawson won't get any credit for that, but he kept that ball alive so that Mexia could get that rebound. And that's a shot by McDuff that misses. Mexia rebounds, and then the outlet pass is deflected over. And Russ gets it back, and they get it to number 11, J.D. Thompson, who's able to put in the layup for 2. Oh, and now we got a little trap defense on Proctor. And Proctor's able to get the ball out of his hands with the pressure, and then it's going to be a kickball called against Rusk. So Mexia will get the ball back over on the sideline. It'll be inbounded to Proctor.
We went to a little indoor soccer situation
right,
there.
Yeah. It looks like Russ is going to try to run a little trap defense right here. And Mexia's just moving the ball around.
To Prince.
And that's a great look by Jaden Proctor as he looked across the court, and Prince cut in from that opposite wing, and he got an easy layup. Number 12 for Rusk, Elijah Ward brings it up. And then it's stolen by Scott. Proctor pushes it up the court, and he dives in for the layup, and he's going to be fouled.
He got decapitated there.
Yeah, he wasn't able to finish the layup, but he will go to the line for 2 free throws as he – and that was Thompson from Rusk on the foul as Proctor put his shoulders into him and went up for the layup. 11 tried to contest it, and he just came across the side of Jaden's head.
Jaden won't need a haircut on the left side for a month or 2.
Oh, he misses the front end of the 2 free throws.
And that's not like Jaden at all. He has been pretty solid on his free throws this year.
And now Mexia will get some subs in as Lamarian Miller and Trey Holman come in for Scott and Harrison. So we'll have the usual starting 5 now for Mexia on the court. As Proctor sets for his second shot. And that one rims out as well, but Miller goes up and grabs the rebound, and he's fouled.
You know, Rusk was thinking, man, couldn't you have left them seniors in there a little bit longer? We had a better chance against those.
Well, the thing is, their style of play is so different, and Miller will go to the line for 2. Their style of play is so different from each other, and Miller misses his first free throw as it rims out. You get those 2 seniors in there, and they're bruisers. They're going to play physical and bang you up and get rebounds where they can. As he puts it up, he misses the second, and it's going to be waved off as he stepped across the line early. And then you bring in Miller, and he just flies up over everybody. So Rusk will take over as they bring it down against the Mexia pressure. It swung over to the right corner. That's number 2, Marco Torres. And then a shot up by McDuff that's blocked that time by Miller, and Miller brings it down the court. Oh, and he cuts baseline. puts it up in the air. Oh, he misses the shot, and it's taken by Rusk.
He got himself out of position.
And it's going to be great defense by Busby to knock that ball away. But he saves it back in, and Rusk grabs it. There's a shot attempt that misses. Now we're going to get a double dribble call there against McDuff.
Well, he traveled and double dribbled all at the same time there.
It got a little frantic and out of control, and I think it surprised him to get the ball right there on that ricochet.
That's what the pressure from Mexia has done to most teams this year.
And here we'll have Proctor bringing it up. Busby swings it back to Proctor. It looks like Rusk is in the little 1-2-2 zone here. It's going to be swung over to Busby, who lines up a three, and it's good.
Nothing but net.
You know, and now Mejia's in more of their full court pressure as number 2 steps on the line as he gets that pass. So Mejia will force another turnover, and they'll inbound here with 4:32 left and leading 10-2. It'll be Proctor bringing it up. Swings it over to Holman, back up to Banks, back over to Busby, puts up another three, and it's good.
Nothing
also.
but net.
You know, and that's a sign when JB is hitting those shots early and he gets hot. You know, it's hard to stop him. And this is going to be another pass. Oh, and it's knocked away. And now it's stolen by the BlackCats. Proctor steals it. He kicks it up ahead to Busby. Busby puts it up and in for 2. And that's one thing with these BlackCats. They play fast and furious. And
there's another steal by Busby.
And Busby gets it and he takes off. Oh, he tries to dunk and misses. Holman gets the rebound. He puts it up and he's fouled. So he'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, on senior night, you got to try that as a senior. You get that breakaway, and if Jalen was 2 inches taller.
You know, Jalen scored 8 points there in about 15 seconds on 2 threes and then a steal and a layup. You know, most times you think this guy's going to pull up for a long shot and get a heat check. That time he wanted his heat check to be an attempted dunk.
I remember my junior year, we were playing an Elkhart, and I could dunk in pregame, and I stole one of those balls like that. Jalen took off. I mean, nobody around me. As I went to pick the ball up, I kicked it out of bounds off my knee. I was finally going to get to do a slam in a game.
Holman misses the first. He misses the second. No, and he steals the rebound. And this kicks it out to Trey Jones, who's entered the game. Also, Jabrian Busby has entered the game. Oh, and there's going to be a steal by Rusk as Banks got a little careless with it. Oh, and then the ball's being knocked around, and then Holman knocks it out of bounds.
Mejia's defense is so frantic. It just gets teams rushing when they don't have to.
You know, and one thing we say with their defense, the way they play, is you can't turn – and that's going to be a turnover by Rusk because the ball ricochets off of a Rusk player and out of bounds. If you turn the ball over like that against Rusk, you know, you're not going to have much success because Mejia can score the ball, and especially if you're turning it over, getting live turnovers, and Mejia's able to get out and run and get easy, fast break buckets, they are able to extend a lead very quickly. Swung over to Holman. Holman surveys. Oh, he looks to pass across court, and it's batted around.
There's that defense.
Russ steals
again.
it. Oh, and then Trey Jones gets the steal back.
There's a Prince.
And Prince Banks. Oh, and he attempts a dunk and he misses, but Miller gets the rebound, gives it back to Banks, and now it's in for 2 from the layup.
Well, we are 0 for 2 on the dunking situation.
Right.
We get one for the night's over, I guarantee you.
And Russ pushes it down the court. Shots up. Ball's knocked away by Jabrian Busby. Passes ahead to Holman. Holman scoops in, up and under. Oh, he misses the layup. Russ gets the rebound, and now they're pushing the tempo. Lamarian Miller is waiting for the Russ.
And he blocks it off the backboard.
He swats it off the backboard, and now the ball's stolen away by Holman. And Holman's pushing the tempo up the court. Oh, and he misses the layup again as it was deflected by the Russ defender. And there's going to be a travel. I'm not sure how that's a travel
because not a travel.
He never got off the court or rolled over. He dove for the ball and then just passed it out. It went out of bounds from the Mejia pass anyways. And we're going to get a timeout here. And if it sounds like we're rushing through our speaking and talking, it's because we are, because they are playing up and down during this game. So we'll
be back at BlackCat Gym with some more BlackCat basketball.
We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our client's initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions.
As we're back at Black Cat Gym, Rusk has the ball and they're inbounding it. Mejia's playing full court defense as usual.
Swung over, Rush trying to get it over. Oh, it is stolen by Jabron Busby. He swings it up to Trey Jones as he balanced on the sideline. Jones pushes it up the court. Oh, he throws up a right-handed layup that's short. Rush rebounds. Oh, and it's on the way. Now Rush gets it and they're pushing it down the court. Man, oh, and there's another block by Lamarian Miller. As we're starting to see a theme, if Russ going to bring it in and they're going to try to lay it up soft, he's going to swat it away. So Russ will inbound from behind their basket. Oh, and that ball stolen, tipped away. It's tipped away and saved by Jones, and then the Rush player hadn't established himself back in bounds when he touched it. So it'll be a turnover, and Mejia will take over the ball again. So it'll be Holman bringing the ball up the court now as we have Holman, Jabrian Busby, Trey Jones, Evan Harrison, and Lamarian Miller on the court. Swing back up top to Busby. Nice little floater off the glass and in for two. Mejia stays in with their pressure defense. Rush attempts to break it as they swing it back and forth.
He traveled.
There's another try out of bounds. But,
hey, that's what
Mejia steals it and then throws it away.
Head.
It's going to be an and one there that time as Rusk was able to get the ball inside to number 34, Travion Attaway, and he was able to put the ball up and in for 2 points as he was fouled that time by, I believe that was Holman. And so he will get a chance at a three-point play here. He puts up the free throw. Oh, and it's going to be no good as the referee says he stepped across the line.
He didn't step across the line. I don't know what he called him on, but he was not across that line. He stepped backwards, actually.
The only thing I can think is maybe his foot was on the line when he shot it, and then he stepped back because, he didn't go forward. The pass in to Harrison. He kicks it back out to Jones over to Holman. Swings it up top to Busby. Busby puts up the three. It's short. Rebound to Harrison. He gets it back into Jones. Jones puts up the three. It's off the rim. Miller gets the rebound and puts it up and in for two. Now Mejia. Oh, and Jones with the steal off the press, and he's in for the layup and the easy two.
Mejia is just playing awesome defense right now. It's like there's 10 cats on the court instead of 5.
Rusk is able to break through the pressure, but they throw it away, and they'll have another turnover that time, and so Mejia will take it out, and they'll have a chance with 34 seconds left to extend their lead even more, as they are up 23-4 at this point. Holman will bring it down the court. He lets Busby get down in front of him. Russ stays in their 1-2-2 defense. Swung over to Jones. Jones sets up for the three. It's long, off the rim. Oh, and Russ comes down with the rebound. It's poked away by Harrison.
That is
and there's going to be a travel. That time, two came up off of his knee. He was on his knee, and he came up on the pass. So they got him for that. Yeah, you can't come up. If you're on your knee, you can't lift it up off the ground. You got to stay down if you're going to pass or whatever you're going to do. It's going to be inbounded to Holman with 15 seconds left. Swung over to Jones. Jones surveys. He gets it inside to Miller. Miller dips it off to Harrison, who puts it up and in for two. Oh, and then Russ goes across the inbound line, so it'll be a turnover under the Mejia goal with 0.4 seconds left. Here you really only have time for a catch and shoot. You can't take a dribble. You're going to have to just catch it and put it straight up. And Holman does, and he hits the three. So just like that, Mejia has extended their lead to 28-4. at the end of the first quarter.
Rusk is missing some players from when we played them over in Rusk. They've got a couple of guys that they're missing.
So while we take a quick break between the quarters, we'll bring you a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with second quarter action from Black Cat Gym.
Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Park, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
All right, and we're back here at Black Cat Gym for second quarter action. Mexia BlackCats versus the Rusk Eagles. Rusk will inbound as they have first possession of the quarter. It's going to be swung over to McDuff. He dribbles up top. Proctor's checking him on defense. He's extended out. Oh, and he dribbles past. It's deflected behind, but there's a foul call. They're going to get Proctor for a reach in from behind.
Foul call number 24, Zayden Proctor. His first personal foul, second team foul.
Ball's inbounded here. Holman's checking the ball. That's number 10, Oliver Stearns, with the ball. There's a pass over to the top, and you're going to get a charge there as Banks slid himself over and exposed his chest and took it right square from the Rusk ball handler, and he gets the offensive foul call. Mexia takes over as Proctor brings it up the court. Rusk is going to stay in their zone defense. Mexia gets it. They swing it over to Banks, who surveys, skip pass to Holman, over to Busby, and he puts up the floater that misses, but Mexia has about 3 rebounders, and it's going to be Miller who ends up putting it back up for the 2. Oh, and then we have a turnover here. Proctor gets it, and Proctor goes in for the left-handed layup off the window for 2. And Mexia staying in with their pressure. Banks goes over. He gets a hand on the ball. Oh, Rusk is able to keep it. Oh, and they're going to get Miller for a foul.
If he'd have just stayed straight up,
yeah,
they wouldn't have got him, but he come down on his hand.
And that's going to be number 12, Elijah Ward, who was able to put that ball up and in on the layup. So he'll get a chance at a three-point play as he lines up for his first free throw. And he'll miss. Miller will grab the rebound. Oh! And McDuff was able to get his hand on that and knock it out of bounds. But
you needed to fake pass that
right.
one, let Jaden run down court and hit him with it.
Right. Mexia will keep possession as it went out of bounds against Rusk. And Proctor will bring it up the court. And it really looks like Rusk's zone is baiting Mexia into some long shots as they're not trying to keep them from being able to penetrate and get into the middle of the
it don't matter for
line.
that
But
one.
yeah, and JB Busby puts one up from about 27 feet that just drops nothing but net. And right now we've seen him all night put them in from deep. So if you're going to give him an open space, he's going to take it.
Only person to stop him tonight is Coach Barnett by putting him on the bench.
Right. And now it's going to be a missed shot from Rusk, a pass up ahead. Oh!
Thought we were going to get another.
Yeah.
Oh!
And it's saved. And the Rusk, it was deflected out by Rusk. He tried to save it, but he saved it straight to Mexia. And then Mexia was able to get it into Banks for the easy layup. And now we're going to get an offensive foul call as Miller took the charge as number 4 for Rusk. Sims came barreling down the middle of the lane. So that'll wipe away a basket for Rusk and give Mexia possession of the ball. And again, I'm telling y'all, it may sound like Jeremy and I are constantly talking and racing with our thoughts, but it's because this game is truly up and down the court one way or another. Mexia's defense has been stifling, and they're getting out and running, and then Russ gets the ball, and they try to get it down the court quick.
Only way to get the game stopped is have someone fall on the ground.
Right.
Like.
So we get some sweat up off the court underneath the Rusk basket.
They let him get away with a little travel there, but hey.
And so Proctor will bring it up. Rusk stays in their zone. And it's going to be a lob attempt to Miller. He can't hold on to it. And then Holman knocks it away from the Rusk ball handler. Be out of bounds.
Jaden tried an alley-oop to Miller for a slam there. Just a tad off. Lamarian jumped a little bit, but sooner than he should have.
So this will be McDuff handling the ball with Proctor checking him on D. And we're going to get a timeout from the Rusk sideline, their bench. Coach calls a full timeout, so we'll take a commercial break here, and we'll be back with more second quarter action from BlackCat.
We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Rear-Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
As we're back at BlackCat Gym to bring you some BlackCat basketball, we'll turn it over to Wallace for play-by-play.
And Rusk will have it. McDuff swings it out to Ward, who kicks it out top to Sims. And he loses the ball off his leg, and it'll be a backcourt violation. And Mahale will take over the ball again. And right now, Rusk is just having troubles handling the ball and taking care of it, as they've turned the ball over all night, and Maha's been able to make them pay by converting the turnovers into points. The ball will go over to Harrison. He kicks it back up top to Proctor. Proctor swings it over to Jabrian Busby. He misses the three. Dawson Scott gets it. He puts it up, misses the shot. And the ball's still around. Now J.B. Busby gets it. He kicks it over to Scott. Who loses it, but Busby gets it back. He puts up a three, and that's nothing but net.
That's a hockey assist. He threw it off the back of Dawson to go get it himself and shoot it.
Dawson was trying to do that. If you ask him, I'm pretty sure he'll say it. As he deflected it between his legs, J.B. was able to get it and put the three up and in. And J.B., I believe, is like 4 for 4 from behind the arc tonight.
That's that senioritis.
Rusk will put it up, and they miss the three. Rebounded by Jabrian Busby up to J.B. Busby. And he misses the layup, but Scott gets it back, kicks it over to Busby for three. He puts that up. And that one hits, bounces around, and then falls out.
That's what you call a heat check.
Yeah. And Rusk gets the rebound, and now they'll come down the court. Mahale stay in their defense. And that'll be a three that time for Rusk, and that's up by Jaquan Sims, and he puts it in, as that'll be the first successful three-point attempt for Rusk tonight. Proctor has it out up top. He kicks it over to Jabrian Busby.
I think Mahia got confused. They're not used to inbounding.
And the ball's down this low to Dawson Scott. He has it blocked and then taken away by Rusk. And then Evan Harrison steals it away. He puts it up. It's rebounded by Jabrian Busby, and then there's going to be a foul on his attempt, so he'll shoot 2 free throws. And right now we have both Busbys in the game, and they're both J names, so we're having to try to make sure we can let y'all know exactly which one it is. This is Jabrian Busby, who's at the free throw line, set to shoot 2 free throws after he was fouled. And he puts it in.
The bank
off
is
the
open
window.
tonight.
Yeah. And here you're going to have Mahia moves all of their players back to half court, as Busby will stand at the free throw line on his own. And he misses that one, and then he gets his own rebound, as he was down there by himself with 4 Rusk players.
That's like 4 or 5 times Mahia's done that this year.
And the ball's kicked over to J.B. Busby. He puts up a shot, misses it. Jabrian rebounds. He goes up and has it blocked. Then the ball's thrown away, and Jaden Proctor has it. He goes over. He swings it over to Jabrian. Jabrian misses the three. Rebound by Harrison. He puts it up and misses. Scott rebounds and puts it up, and he's fouled. So Dawson Scott will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And right now, Mejia's just moving their potential rebounders back to half court.
No sense in getting a silly foul.
Right, and with this group, it's going to be Dawson. He misses his first attempt, so he'll get a second shot. But with this group, you don't usually see Mejia press too much with the 2 big guys in that they have right now. So they'll move them back and get themselves set up for their half-court defense. Scott puts up his second free throw, and it's good.
Dribbles it in.
So Rusk will bring the ball down as Mejia drops to a 1-3-1 defense. It's going to be a 3-point attempt by Rusk that misses badly, but the miss was so bad that it hit the opposite side of the backboard and bounced straight to a Rusk player, and he put it up and he was fouled. So he'll go to the line. That'll be number 34, Travion Attaway at the line to shoot 2. He misses the first, so he'll get a chance at a second shot. Mejia leads right now 42-9 with 2:54 left in the second quarter. And Attaway misses this. Oh, no, he gets it to bounce. He got a high bounce, and it falls in. So he converts the second free throw. Ball's up ahead, swung to Jabrian Busby, and he puts that nice little teardrop in for 2.
He's perfected that shot.
Yeah, he's really consistent with hitting it. That's probably his go-to move that we've seen him do this year. And Mejia stays in the 1-3-1. And Busby is harassing the ball handler. Oh, and it's going to be a high pass, and Attaway is not able to control it. So it'll be out of bounds to the BlackCats. And Proctor will look to bring it up the court.
Wonder if Mejia can hit 50 right here in the first half. I think they had talked about wanting to hit 100 in their last game on this court.
And swung up top. Proctor swings it back to Jones. Jones with a nice dribble move gets it inside to Harrison. Oh, he misses the layup. Rebounded by Rusk. They push it ahead.
He heard footsteps.
And that time the pass was up ahead, and Proctor came over like he was going to go for it.
I think he thought that linebacker was right there.
And Stearns pulled his hands away as Proctor was approaching him, and the ball carried out of bounds. So now we'll get a mass substitution here for Mejia as Miller Banks, Jabrian Busby, Jaden Proctor, and Trey Jones are on the court. Swung over to Jones, over to Banks, back up top to Proctor. Proctor swings it over to Jones. Jones with the 3, and it's good.
That'll make it 3 more, and we'll hit 50 before half.
Now, Sims over to Stearns. Stearns back up top to Ward. And it's stolen away by Jaden Proctor. And he goes in easy for a 2. No, I don't think Jaden's going to attempt to dunk. He doesn't really see himself as one of those high flyers. He's going to get the easy 2. And now it's stolen away by Jones. He pushes it up the court. And a nice up and under and wrap around and layup with his right hand for 2 more. And it's deflected. Rusk is able to corral it. And they're going to get.
They've been playing like that all game long.
Yeah, now you're gonna get
with 57 seconds left, you're gonna get ticky-tack.
A slight little bump foul on Banks here, and that was against Sims. So Rusk will take it out underneath their own goal as they substitute a few players. You have number 5, Tarek Foreman, coming in for Rusk. It's going to be, and that ball's going to be stolen away by Banks. Nice spin move by Banks, and he puts it up and in for 2. And then we're going to get Jabrian Busby for a reach-in foul. We've had more fouls called here in the last minute than we had pretty much the whole first half. And now we're going to get Jaden Proctor's going to come to the sideline, and Trey Holman will come out.
We got 53 points in the first half.
It'll be Holman checking the ball as Sims dribbles, swings it over to Stearns, who brings it up top. Mejia's just passing it off as they stay in their defense. And it's going to be a long three attempt by Sims, and it misses everything and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and he heard it from the crowd.
Yeah. And it'll be inbounded here to Holman as he brings it up.
He's got one buzzer beater already tonight.
Swings it over to Jones, brings it back around. Oh, and that ball's deflected out of bounds by Sims. So with 10 seconds left, 10.42 seconds left on the clock for the first half, Mejia inbound leading 53-10.
You know, Wallace, my son was telling me this morning on the way to school that he asked me if I heard of Houston Yates. We got 7 seconds left here in the first half.
Jones dribbles it up top, swings it to Busby. Oh, Busby with a nice ball fake, and he lays it in off the window for two, and that'll end the first half with Mejia leading 55-10. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in a little bit for second half action from Black Cat Gym.
We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
Today's game brought to you by Eagle Auto Parts, located on Main Street. For more information, visit eagleauto.com. Today's game brought to you by...
As we come back to Black Cat Gym to start the second half, Mexia starts with their regular starting five.
Oh.
And they just bouncing around. Prince Banks finally comes down with it. He's going to get the first 2 points of the second half for the Cats. And here we go back to full court pressure. And Mexia is going to steal it. No, it's just rolling wild. Finally, Rusk comes up with it. And
Miller with a block. Banks outlets to Proctor.
2-on-3 for Mexia.
Proctor pulls up, and Miller gets the rebound and puts it in for two. And right now it just seems like those first couple shots, Jeremy hitting the rim, rolling around, but then Mahea's able to get the rebound and then put it back in for a layup.
Cleaning the glass up. That's what you want to do as a coach. You want them cleaning the glass.
So Rusk will swing it around the top. It'll be Stearns out top with it, dribbling now with Proctor checking him. Proctor moves his defense up. And he just keeps moving his feet and staying in front of him. It's going to be a steal now by Holman, who gets it out ahead
off to the
Busby.
races.
And Busby's going to – he puts it up off the backboard. I think he was going to try to throw the –
I'm not for sure if he was going
alley-oop
for
off the backboard, but I don't think either of the two trailers realized it, so they didn't jump for it.
And there was two of them there. It could have taken it.
And there, Prince Banks with the finger roll layup and up and in for two. And now Russ brings it back down the court. Stearns dribbles it up top. Holman checking him this time. He's going to get a screen. He comes off of it. Mejia picks up the ball. Oh, a nice little Euro step, but the ball does not fall in the hole, and then we're going to get a jump ball here. And I think the possession arrow will give it to Rusk.
The one thing that Coach wanted tonight was intensity from the Cats that they kind of lacked in the last game, and he's gotten that 100%.
Right, and they have, they're playing like they want to get out and they want to play well and keep it going. Oh, and that's going to be a drive by Proctor, and he puts it up and in with his left hand. He'll also get fouled, so he'll get a chance for a free throw. Jeremy, in games like these where you get a big lead like that in the first half, you can tend to come out in the second half and just kind of cash it in and coast and lose a little motivation. But right now it looks like the BlackCats are coming out trying to push the point and keep scoring and keep playing well.
They want 100.
I believe so. That's the way it looks like they're playing. They probably set a goal for themselves, and they're going to play to try to reach that.
Well, when we played over in Rusk, it got really chippy. It was ugly. Rusk was trying to fight, and we were just lucky to get out of there without anybody getting the technicals or getting thrown out. So I'm sure tonight the Cats had regrouped and said, hey, let's just, instead of fighting back, let's just go hang 100 on them.
Right. And right now they're on schedule to get there. Oh, and they're going to get him for a foul, but Miller went up to block that shot, and he just came across the arm of, that'll be number 11, J.D. Thompson. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And I just realized, Jeremy, we got an errant balloon up in the ceiling up there.
I just realized Oklahoma was playing Baylor tonight.
I don't think you want to argue that point too much, do you?
Oklahoma played Baylor really tough at Farrell Center when they come in. So tonight we're playing at
up in
Norman.
Right.
And Baylor, they're number 1, but they haven't been just blowing everybody out. They've been winning 8, 11, 12 points.
Yeah, I know. I think what a lot of people don't realize. Oh, a nice little teardrop again by Jabron Busby, up and in for 2. What a lot of people don't realize, the Big 12, I think, is a lot better than people gave them credit for to start the year. And they get in and they battle each other every game, no matter what your ranking is.
Yeah, because we beat West Virginia last Saturday. We beat West Virginia like they were bottom dweller, and they were number 2 behind Baylor in the standings at that time.
Right. I believe that foul was on, I'm not sure.
I think that one was on Jabron.
Yeah, I think it may have been also. And then that's going to be Sims who's able to make the first free throw.
That's their first points of the second half.
He lines it up for the second, and he puts that one in as well. And it'll be J.B. Busby bringing it up the court. He swings it over to Jabron Busby. Swung back to J.B. for the 3, and then it's good.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You could see it set up from the very first of that play that J.B. was going to get a 3 on the corner.
Yeah, if you give him enough time to get his feet set and under him and he puts it up, most times that ball's going in.
Wonder how many times that boy's going to get to travel. Hey, that one only got 1 chance. The one before him got 3 chances.
I think maybe it took him those 3 chances to see it, so when he saw it again, he was ready to call it. And Mahel substitute in their big guys. J.B. Prince and Lamarian will go to the bench. Evan with the pass underneath to Proctor. Oh. And Proctor just got caught under the goal, and it was knocked away and out of bounds.
That's what you get called, blowing a whistle and confusing yourself because he didn't know what he called.
So Proctor will inbound from under his goal out to Busby. Passes it over to Jones. Oh, and Jones kind of got caught.
So here's what we got so far. Everybody has scored tonight but Evan. He's a senior.
No, he had a layup in the first half.
Did he have a layup?
Yeah.
So everybody on the team scored tonight.
Right, yeah.
All the seniors have scored.
So far, everyone has scored because Dawson made a free throw earlier.
He rushed that one.
Yeah,
he was
he
like,
misses
get me
the
off his
first one.
line.
Yeah, it's just
He don't want to be on the black line there. He just wants to go to the block and rebound.
oh, and he misses the second, but Proctor rebounds.
Proctor's like, man, he wasn't scared to be in there among the trees.
And Rusk rebounds. Now they're bringing it out. Mahel's back on defense. Swung over to Sims. He puts it up. Oh, it's off the rim, and Harrison rips down the rebound. Oh, and they're going to call a jump ball. They just didn't give him enough time because Evan ripped that ball away from everybody. And here goes Proctor with it, bringing it down the court. Swung over to Jones, who puts up the 3. It's off the rim, but to Jabrian Busby, who gets it underneath to Jones for the layup.
Everybody's in the act tonight.
Yeah, they're playing really good team ball, moving around, sharing it, playing well on defense. A steal by Busby, but then it's taken away by Rusk on the outlet pass. A block by Busby, and he gets it out to Jones, who pushes it down. Oh, and a back tip by Rusk. That was number 2, Torres, who gets it up the court to Sims. And he misses the layup.
I know what 11 was on the football field. 11 was the quarterback. He zipped
Must
one
have been
straight down the line.
That ball was on a rope down to number 4.
No hesitation, just up and go. I guess it wasn't good enough for Coach because he's like, oh, you come sit over here with me for a second.
Oh, no. Nope.
Nope.
Not him. He's like, Levin, nope, you stay on the court. Then bring me the other one.
Yeah, that was tight enough for us on that spiral.
And it would be Busby gets it inside to Scott.
Drop step.
They're going to get him for the travel.
If he would have dribbled one time and did his drop step, that was beautiful.
If he would have had that foot in the air when he caught the ball going into his drop step, he was good. But he caught it, planted, and then picked his foot up and took 2 more steps, and that's why they got him for the travel. But and that's a nice little teardrop that time from Foreman.
They must have flown that one in from Rusk at halftime.
You know, and you've seen the development of Scott and Harrison over the year. You know, they hadn't played basketball in a while. You know, they're out here just to help out the team and to play with their friends, you know, their senior year and give them a little extra depth. And they've been able to contribute at times as Trey Jones dribbles baseline and puts it in for 2 off the layup.
Trey's had a really good game tonight.
Yeah. You know, and that's what we've seen is those guys have come in with a lot of energy. They play good defense, moving out, getting those hustle plays. Oh, it's going to be swung out. Oh, and you're going to get a foul that time on Harrison. As he tried to close out to Torres, the shooter, and Harrison just kind of hip checked him.
Hit like 4 or 5 threes in Rusk the first time we played him. He was on fire.
I believe that might be his first shot attempt tonight. And he'll get 3 chances here from the free throw line. He misses the first. He misses the second. And you know, one thing you were talking about him being a good three-point shooter, Jeremy, Maher's done a great job of closing out to the shooters. So it really hasn't given him much time to get those shots off.
He's just too close right now. He needs to be on outside the
right. And he missed all 3
half
of those.
circle.
And J.B. Busby takes it in. He's fouled. He should have just laid that one up with his left hand. He tried a little up and under action and then got hit on it.
Yeah, that's the thing that's scary right now is you don't want anybody hurt.
Right.
And his arm going out like that, getting hit the way it does, could have hurt his shoulder.
Right. You want to get out of this game healthy. You're. Oh, and then that one rattles out.
JB's too close too. He's been hitting threes all night long.
But Mejia has not shot free throws well today.
And that's something they had been doing very well.
Right. It's not very characteristic for them to miss as many as they've missed today. And he knocks down the second. You don't want anyone to get hurt ever, but you surely don't want anybody to get hurt in a game like this. And I know some people would say, well, he should take out those starters and play his reserves. But when you look over there, Mejia only has 9 players. There's only a few other guys. Oh, and Harrison loses control of it, and Russ takes it away. Oh, and then it's stole back by Jones, who goes in. Oh, he whirls it up and misses. Rebound to Scott, who kicks it out to Busby. Swings it around over to Jones. Jones dribbles down. Oh. And that time number 11 just sat on him like he was a chair. Like we were saying, there's only 9 players on the Mejia roster right now. And most of those guys on that bench have played just as much as the guys on the floor. So when you talk about taking people out, you don't really have a deep bench or a big bench to go to put subs in.
I told you. It's too close at the free throw line.
And he knocks down another about 27-foot three-pointer there. Nothing but net. And that ball swung back across to Thompson, back over to Sims. And Busby's up harassing the and as the quarter,
he wanted the mascot to shoot a 3.
As the quarter end, he just kind of threw it over to the left where nobody was, and it went out of bounds. So at the end of the third quarter, Mejia leads the Rusk Eagles 77-14. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action.
As we're back at Black Cat Gym getting ready for some Black Cat basketball, the Cats are leading 77-14 the start of the fourth period, and Mejia will start with the ball.
It'll be Busby inbounding to Proctor. Back to Busby, and now Banks for the 3, and that's nothing but net.
Banks for 3.
So now Mejia at 80.
Russ brings it up. Shot up by Rusk, it misses, slapped out. Sims gets it. He puts up a 3 that's short. He misses off the rim. And it'll be JB for the layup. Oh, he misses the layup, but Banks gets it and puts it in for 2.
I think JB got caught in between wanting to go off the backboard or to shoot it.
I think he thought about him dunking, then him making the layup, and then him passing it off the backboard to Banks, and then he decided to do a layup, and it just rolled out. And that time is going to be deflected out of bounds by Mejia, so Rusk will keep possession. They'll take it out underneath their goal. That ball's inbounded. Oh, it'll be swung over to Stearns, over to Sims. He puts up a 3 again, and it misses. Rebound to Banks. He outlets to Holman, and he gets it up the court. And no!
As we got Miller down, he had an awkward fall on his knee.
He went up for the alley-oop, and a Rusk player just ran underneath him.
That was an awkward fall for Miller there as they're over there talking to him. He is standing back up and walking on it. That's just one of them sights. It's just scary to watch it because you never know how the joints are going to roll. roll around.
He landed and his body kind of folded up and folded him back over his knee. You know, and the good thing is that he's young, he's pretty flexible. He's a strong, well-built young man, so that'll help you.
They didn't call that a foul on the shooting because he was going up to shoot.
No, because he didn't have possession of it. That'll be a 3 attempt. Oh, and it hits the top of the brace.
You know, that happened in the JV game and the freshman game about 4 times. They didn't blow the whistle any time.
And now Miller will check back in as he had to go out for one play since they stopped the clock because of his injury.
And that's good because even if he did tweak it a little bit, you want him staying warm.
Right. And Mejia stays in their defense. And Holman's checking the ball up top close. Ball swung over and Sims shoots the 3 again. It rolls out. Banks gets it. Oh, he outlets and that ball's deflected. Yeah, and it's going to stay Mejia's ball.
We got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left, and they're just running clock here, it looks like. If they were stopping it whistle for whistle like most of the time, Mejia probably would hit 100 tonight easily.
Yeah, and a lot of times the coaches will agree to run the clock when the game's pretty much out of hand. And that'll be Holman for 3. He misses. Miller gets it and puts it back in for 2. And, you know, you see Miller fall like that. We see him on the ground all the time because that's just the type of player he is.
He's on the ground more than any player in any game that you'll see this year. He kind of reminds you of Greg Johnson back in the day when we played. Greg was always on the ground.
He's a little bit better offensive player than Greg. And there's going to be a 3 attempt by Banks, and it's up and it's good. But he does a lot of the same things as players like that do, you know. He goes and gets rebounds. He blocks shots. He gets out in transition and runs.
Greg was a lot bigger boy, too.
Right. You know, Miller just plays hard, you know, no matter what when he's out there. And a lot of times he finds himself being at a disadvantage, especially in height, against most other post players. But the way he plays and how hard he plays allows him to. And that time the ball was inbounded with 6 players on the court. Mejia's calling for the tech, but what happened was the one official was holding the game up on the one side and the other official handed the ball in to check it in, and he didn't see the other official hold in play still. Rusk swings it over. Number 5 will line up a 3 attempt. He misses. Miller with the rebound gets it out to Proctor. Proctor pushes it down the court. Hey, I'm at the game. I'm calling the game, baby.
That's 2 more by Marion.
And then Miller gets the rebound and puts it up and in.
Now Rusk is going to be rushing it down. For some reason, Rusk is in a hurry. Rusk going to call a timeout with 4 minutes, 46 seconds left. Mejia's leading 89-14. We're going to go to the timeout. We'll be back at Black Cat Gym to bring you some more Black Cat basketball.
To Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
So Mejia's back out on the court as the Rusk Eagles. Rusk throws the ball in. We got 4 minutes and 46 seconds left here as Holman is pressuring the Eagle ball handler, and Mejia rebounds it. No, Rusk is able to knock it out. Pass over to number 5 for the Rusk Eagles. Rusk is going to back it out here by the circle. And they got Lamarian on him. Lamarian back out here. Jalen Busby is on number 5 here. As Holman's able to steal this. And he's just going to go in and pass it out.
Busby for 3. Oh, and that one rims out. I don't think Holman knew exactly where he was because he had an easy layup if he had been able to look up and see the goal.
You knew Prince had to go get a couple of fouls.
He was trying to go. I think, honestly, now I think they're trying to get a steal and maybe go get him another dunk attempt right here, because he was trying to shoot the gap that time and ended up hitting a Rusk player. Rusk inbounds, and
Mahia's just not giving them.
no, and then Busby's able to get his hands in there. Oh, and now it's stolen away by Banks, who puts it up, and he misses it, but it's going to be a foul.
That was a late call there.
Yeah, it was a late whistle.
We'd already got a rebound on the backside of the basket.
Right now, Mejia's playing for trying to get to the century mark. As Banks gets 2 free throws.
Nothing but net.
He knocks down the first one.
That's one thing. Banks is pretty good with his free throws. He's probably in the 90% mark on the year.
That one rattles in, but it's good. Brings the score to 91-14 with 3:42 left. And Rusk wings it over to Sims, and Mejia traps. Oh, and he just throws it out of bounds. He was trying to throw it off of JB, but JB was able to jump over the ball, and it landed on the end line, so it'll be Mejia's ball as they make some substitutions. Miller will go out. Holman will go out. Scott and Harrison will come in, leaving Banks, Proctor,
Prince
JB
is like,
yeah. Oh, and Prince dives in. He gets his own rebound from the missed 3 and dives in for a layup.
Mejia's going to look like they're going to pick up man-to-man at half court.
Oh, and then they trap on the once they cross, and it's swung over, and now Russ just brings it out. It looks like Russ is trying to slow it down and not let Mejia keep running and getting points. And now the ball's going to be tied up out here. Stearns gets it. Oh, and it's knocked away. Oh, stolen by. And it's going to be, got a dunk attempt off the alley-oop, but it's missed. Proctor gets the rebound and puts it in for 2. And now Mejia drops back behind half court in their defense. But JB Busby's waiting to pick them up right at half court. Swung over. Oh, and that ball comes out, and he gets over the top to Stearns. He swings it over to Attaway, who throws up a three-pointer that's way over everything. And Banks pulls it down the court, swings it to Busby. Busby back to Banks. Oh, and then that ball's knocked out of bounds.
They're going to call a foul there?
Now, it looked like it was a foul on the guy from behind, but I thought they were going to let it go and just try to let the ball roll. But it'll take Banks to the free throw line for 2.
You know, what I was talking about in the first half, my son asked me if I'd ever heard of Houston Yates, and I'm like, no. And he said, Daddy, Mejia will be playing them later in the playoffs. And they set a school record this year of 16 straight games over 100 points.
Yeah, well, the record they broke was their own school.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're a powerhouse. They've been a powerhouse in the state and in the nation for a while.
Are they 4A, though?
Yeah, they dropped to 4A a few years back. You know, and Banks makes both of those free throws. Yeah, and, you know, because of the size of the school, they dropped because of the numbers, but they're a lot bigger school than what Mejia is. They're a Houston school. They get, you know, when you're recruiting from areas that have 3 city blocks that are bigger than our town, you know, you have more to choose from and more kids coming in to play, you know, and they roll out pretty deep teams each and every year. But yeah, Mejia, depending on the matchups and the way the bracket shakes,
it really shouldn't happen till regionals.
Yeah,
Mejia
usually meets up with them about the regional tournament. And Silsby swings it. Oh, and you're going to get a 3-second call against Rusk. That's a really strange 3-second call because it seemed like they had everybody outside the three-point line trying to stall the ball.
In there for 3 seconds.
No, I don't think so either. It's going to be a 3-point attempt by Banks, and it's good. And that puts Mejia at 100 points for the game.
You know.
Oh, and now it's going to be a turnover by Rusk.
I'm going to tell you,
We're going to get some substitutions here as Banks and
I'm happy for the boys, but Rusk, you could just tell from the beginning they weren't in this game.
right. Oh, and Busby misses badly on that three-point attempt.
And the score's a little out of hand, but I will tell you, when we were in Rusk, it was really ugly, a lot of pushing. It was not a good basketball game over there.
It seemed like a cleaner game this time around. Mejia's made shots all night. Rusk has had a lot of turnovers, and Mejia's gotten easy points off of. But all in all, the game has been a pretty clean game. Mejia's just been able to play. Mejia's, as Dawson Scott runs up, and Mejia's just going to dribble the clock out here, and Rusk is going to allow him. And right now you just want to get out of it without anybody getting hurt. And you look at the score, Mejia stopped pressing after about the first minute of the fourth quarter. They were dropping back in the half-court defense, but they were just able to pressure Rusk's ball handlers, create turnovers, and get out and make shots.
Well, that's going to be the end of this one. Another Black Cat victory, 100-14. We'll be back Friday night with Mejia playing Grandview from Black Cat Gym and Black Cat Basketball.
Nobody better not make our district.
We are Greer Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Greer Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of premium production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.